but I'm just getting started. My eyes on the target. No, no. You're the battles won, still kingdom come. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Calling me royalty. Stay on stage, 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I didn't take it. No, no. There are people that I guess don't ever learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. So never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, still kingdom come. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Calling me royalty. Calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty.
Welcome, everybody. Anthony here with the Bulbaritos, bringing you a brand new live stream. And today we are back riding with Rise of Kingdoms, and we have round number 5 coming in the Grand Prix for 2025. And we are going to be casting over Beer versus GY16. Should be an absolute barn burner. Two really great teams. I'm excited to see kind of what's going to happen. We're going to break down all the brackets, what's going on, what to look forward to, and kind of, you know, how we're progressing towards the championship, and who to keep your eyes out for. So we've been laying bets down. We've been doing it. I know it's been a hot second, but we are back. We just got back from vacation, and we've just been really busy with a lot of different things. So thank you again for all the love y'all been showing the channel. Do me a huge favor if you can. If you haven't already, smash that like button on the stream. Even if you're watching it after, subscribe to the channel if you want more Rise of Kingdoms content, and share the stream out with a friend. We'd love to welcome all you amazing future Burrito Gang members. So thank you again for all the love. But first things first, let's fire up some music real quick. We got a little bit of maintenance to do as we lead in to the match here in about 15 minutes. It'll be actually be a little bit more than 15 because of the delay, but We got plenty to do. I haven't done anything today, so let me fire the music up real quick. I'm gonna check. So we are trying an OBS alternative right now, so I'm gonna check audio levels right now. Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure that everything sounds okay. Hold on. You might hear an echo, chat. Okay. That actually sounds pretty good. Okay. Let me... That actually sounds pretty good. Okay. So you're hearing that from my phone. I'm just going to leave it on for a minute because... So one thing I am going to do is we are going to... I'm not sure. Do we want to leave this on? Hold on. Let me switch to the PC real quick. There you go. Trying to figure out if we want to switch. Save me from myself. Remastered 120. Let's just make sure that way the Windows set correctly. VSync. This actually should be higher. Oh, I don't remember if I can do 8. We'll do 4 just to be safe. Everything else should be fine. Oh, I know which setting it was. I can't remember where, though. There was the ghosting effect. I gotta try to remember that. There's a setting to untick it so that all the marches always show. It was so annoying last time we did the cast. I'm trying to remember where... Combat settings, maybe? If disabled, the icons for your city and troops will not be displayed. Dang, I don't remember where it was at. It was in one of these, to be honest with you. Oh man, my nose is itching. My nose is itching. I'm trying to find the setting right now, chat, to turn off the, sorry, the ghosting effect for the march, where they kind of like go transparent. You know what I'm talking about? I always dislike that on the streams. Hold on, let me scroll. If any of y'all know where it's at, please let me know. Teleport confirmation. No. That way we can get that tweaked real quick. Hold on, let me drop. Forgot to drop my link in the all right, let me see. Alliance, reclaim. No. Let's see. Hope y'all are having a great day so far, fam. Accolades. We got about 15. About 15. We're gonna do some cleanup real quick. I was trying to find this thing, but I don't know where it's at. Characters, language, other. Ooh, I don't think it's in there. I thought it was in graphics, but I don't think so. One try. Hide enemy troops. No. Unit models. Oh. It's not under sound. That's definitely. Oh, we do need to turn. Random question, chat. For those of y'all that like watching the cast, do y'all prefer just having music with chat? Or do you want me to have a little bit of the volume from the game plus the music? Some people find that distracting having both on at the same time, but I'm down for either one. I just want to know kind of what y'all want ahead of time. Justin, good to see you, buddy. How you been, big dog? Long time, my friend. Long time. Good to see you, brother. Controls. Was it this one? I don't think so. Open speed. No. Shortcuts. I don't think so either. We should be good on there. I'm pretty sure it's under one of these. How you been doing, Justin? See filter mode if enable the troop city icons. Light mode, enables light mode. Attack march if enable the attack march button. No. Right now I'm looking for the one setting to tick. There's a setting I remember because I used to turn it on, or I turned it on so that I could see everything, where the marches don't ghost out. You know what I'm talking about? And I can't remember for the life of me where that's at in all the settings. Strategic view. Nothing much, man. Just so many channels that we're running right now. We have the food channel, the AOEM channel, our rock channel now. It's just so much going on, man. But it's good. Busy is good. Busy is good. What about you, brother? How's life? Hold position after attack. March Q shortcut. Ugh. All right. I guess if we can't find it before the match, then we'll just go with it and go from there. All right, let's get some of this maintenance in. So we did, just so y'all know, actually, hold on. We just got up for the day. It's 8:52 a.m. right now. Let's get some of these things rolling. We'll talk about our bets. We're going to talk about, you know, what we've been doing, all that kind of fun jazz. All right, let me see. Busy too? Dude, I feel you, brother. I feel you, man. It's like it never ends. It's like it never ends. It's a good thing, but it's still tiring. We just got back from vacation. We went to Universal Studios in Orlando with the wife and some friends, and it was a lot of fun, but very tiring. All right, let me see. New. Close. Let's do all this stuff. We're just doing this real quick, fam. Maybe like 5 minutes, and then we will talk about our bets, what are kind of our predictions, our keys to victory for today. It should be an absolute barn burner. It's win or go home time. It's win or go home time, and you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Some great teams already went home. I was watching yesterday, and they were like, "Why didn't you do it?" And it's like, "Cause I overslept." Because I overslept, and then I saw that they had both matches going on at the same time today. And I was just like, ugh, nice place to visit. Yeah, it's a good one. The Florida humidity is just something else. Like, I'm from Texas, so I'm used to the heat, but humidity is just not, it's just not it. You know what I mean? Gets you all sweaty. Gets you all sweaty. All right, let me see. All right, we got those in. We need to open a couple of these real quick. Bing, bing, bong, bong. Let's see. Still haven't opened these in a hot second, fam. I'll probably just roll deep later on. This. We're cleared out on there, on here. Let's just clicky. And then we pretty much, oh, you know what? I didn't train the troops. I'll set the troops for training, and then we will talk about, we can skip all this. Thank you. We're still recovering from back in the day when we got zeroed, and then we came back and we're basically recouping. And it's all good, man. It's all good. I've been having a good time. Still learning a lot of stuff. A lot of the stuff still catching up on, and hopefully once we have enough troops, we can start doing events again. Doing events with no troops is demotivating for sure. You can say that. The no troops thing is a real thing when you're like, oh, let me do some barbs. Yeah, it ain't it ain't it. So we're slowly working on stuff. We'll get there eventually, and then it'll be back to normal, hopefully. But how's y'all's journey going so far? Y'all still playing? You still playing, Justin? I'm still trying to figure out where everybody's at, man. Everybody's all over the place. Back when, now they're in like 4,000 Kingdom, and it's just like, whoa. Wow, wow, wow. All right, let me see. A couple of minutes. We'll start talking about everything. Let me see. If y'all have predictions, make sure you vote in the poll. I'd love to see what y'all think's gonna happen. All right, let me close these out. Voo, is it Voo? Sorry if I butcher your name, my friend. Hi, how are you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How you doing today, bud? All right, let me see. All right, we'll just knock this out. We should. Oh, we didn't do this. Let me do this. All right, we should be all caught up. A little drunk. Hey. You know, hey. Is it nighttime or hangover time? Which one is it? Is it nighttime or hangover time? One's better than the other. Go midnight. Oh, okay. So it's not hangover time yet. That's tomorrow or this morning. You know what I mean? It's after midnight. You're good. You made it. You did it. You did the thing. Hell yeah, bud. Justin, yep, still playing. Where you at, Justin? Which kingdom are you at now? Or, well, you might have multiple, but where's your main at right now? All right, let's talk about bets. Let's talk about a little bet action. We haven't done too many because literally they started, we went on vacation, missed a whole lot of them, and then we came back and then we threw some absolute gems out. So I ain't complaining. You know, I mean, it is what it is. We got it. Slow progression. And yeah, I wasn't doing the bets for memes. The bets I did was solely because whether it's the team composition, previous matches that I watched, some of them had different rationale behind them. I had seen 62 M1 before. Very, very solid, very like methodical and concise. Like that, there's no oofing around. Like, you know what I mean? Like they have a strat and they execute, right? They don't really maneuver, or they can adjust, but they're very, very set. Like they're concrete on their strategy. And there goes their launch, baby, launch. So we'll see. That one went up. Oh, the stream probably went up. That's why. Let me see. We're not gonna hop in there. Oh, that one already did. GG's. Hold on. No way. Hold on. This better launch. I'm hoping it launches a couple minutes after, but we're gonna find out. I don't know which one the official. I'm hoping it launches a couple of minutes. I don't know which one the official is going to launch. I'm pretty sure it's the. Usually it would have the thing though. Let me see real quick. Let me double check and see what is going on. GT. So the official is streaming the GT match. Okay. Let me ask. I'm gonna ping them in. Let me ping them in our thing. Who do I need to ping? I need to see if this one's gonna go up. This one should go up though. If not, it's gonna be real. We'll just have to adjust everything afterwards. Let me see. All right, let me see. I'm hoping that this gets tweaked. Oh, there you go. Okay. Come on. What is going on? Hold on. Which is weird because I should. Let me see. I'm hoping that it's just a little. We're gonna have to figure this out. Usually it's a couple minutes afterwards, but we're gonna find out. All right, let me see. I'm gonna open up the official one and see if they're already streaming it. They are not streaming it. Okay. So it should be a couple of minutes out then. I have a feeling. Usually it would have like a message that would pop up that would tell us, but it is not. So we'll figure it out. All right. Let me see. What kingdom are you playing? 2481 right now is where we're at. Is live on Rock Channel. I'm looking right now on the Rock Channel. They're chatting right now, which means they're not in the game. So usually in queue, they'll queue it up, and then you'll kind of know when they're gonna fire off the match. Unless they're controlling them, they might be controlling it this time. But in most Grand Prix, they were run through the devs, and we were kind of just casting. I'm hoping once it hits the 55 we can jump in, but let me see. Yeah, they're still chatting, so there has to be some sort of delay on it. I'm thinking it's the 5 minutes, but let's figure it out. Let me see. Are they streaming this one, Justin? The only one that I see right now is the 60 GT one. All right, let's find out. I'll clear this tab after 55 and then see if that does it. Hold on. There you go. No, let me close the window. Let's try going through here and see if we can. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk you can't go through the bet? Jesus Christ. So we're about 30 seconds late. That's okay. I'll take it. All right, reporting in, ladies and gents. All right. We don't really need to click on all the accounts because they're all the same. They're all the same, and we are in. And we are in. All right. That way y'all can see who's playing on which team if y'all haven't already before. All right, here we go. Bang, bang, bang. Tony Stark. All right, GY16. Now we're moving our way to beer. Cactus. Pew Pew Daddy. What a name. Pew Pew Daddy. Sebo. Oh, man. Taking it old school. Love that guy. Let me see. When does I think we should be getting close? Question mark. I really wish there was a countdown on this bad boy. All right, we'll zoom out because that's the view we always stand in. And I think we want to see both right now. And it should fire up here in a minute. Make sure y'all put in your prediction in the poll. Who you got winning? Who you got taking it? And yeah, match is gonna be firing up here in just a minute. 60 MX. You love to see that. Our boy Redline. Whew. Miss that guy. He drops in every now and then though. That's exciting. All right, the gates have opened. Got energetic already getting popped on the side of beer. Do a little Century Love over here. All right, let's zoom in and see what kind of marches we're using. Little Heras, some quick CCs, QSHs, Scipios, BQ, Scipio. Woo. LC, QSH. All right. A lot of our swords and archers, they're coming up. Some Jones. Okay. Nice little composition. Pretty sword heavy compared to what you're traditionally used to, which is, oh yeah, they booking it. They booking it, boy. All right, Scipio. Dude, that Scipio is quick. He's quick with it. Scipio. Williams. Mr. Wallace. William Wallace. All right, let me see. LCs, BQ. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's zoom out. Pretty standard right there from both sides. Let's see if we're gonna get any excitement coming off the rip. Coming off the rip, let's see. Looks pretty standard from the side of beer. 202. So GY was the first one to touch obelisk by about 6 seconds. Shouldn't be like dire there. It'll just be interesting to see if that makes any sort of change. I do see quite a bit coming right here in middle from GY. Wonder if they're gonna push through mid. This is gonna get interesting real quick. It looks like they're veering back off to the right, to the top lane. But we're gonna keep our eyes. This ball is the one that we're keeping our eyes on right here. Looks like they're just veering off to top lane now. But that top lane looks stacked. Look how many marches that is compared to this. Woo. All right. Couple of veered off going mid. The rest are all going top. That top side fight is going to be what we're keeping our eyes on. I do love this right here. Maximum visibility. As you can see, they aren't running in a straight line. They're doing it in maximum visibility. I really do like that. Leo, what's going on, big dog? Good to see you, my friend. For maximum visibility, they are spreading out, which I like, because a lot of teams, what I kept noticing is they would hide right under E here or in this little nook and then kind of wait for everyone to run by, and then they would just come in and sneak through. But Beer is holding up. Oh, are they gonna see them though? That's the key. That's the key, dude. Are they trying? I think they're gonna put the pressure over here to pull these. Let's see. Oh man, this is intense right here. I think he spotted him right here. I think he spotted him right here. This guy, the spotter. I think he spotted him. Yeah, they got spotted 100%. Oh man, that would have been so good. That would have been so good. We got cities 2Ping in. Interesting play from the side of Beer. Beer is playing full defensive. This ball right here. Okay, doing something a little different. Traditionally, one lane, either top or bottom, is more beneficial to one side or the other. So typically you'll see one altar push hard on one side and they're playing defensive on the other. Although you went around the long way. Okay, GY is catching on to it. Very smart. So instead of initiating the fights, they pulled back. This timing is really good on the side of Beer for this bottom side. They might actually time this out really well. If GY can actually sneak in, they'll be good. But if Beer gets in, this is gonna be whoo. See who gets in first. I can't see it. GY somehow sneaks in. Oh man. And here comes Beer. Come fight him out. Come battle it out. Mount Doom. What's up? QQ, good to see you, brother. If you're tuning in and enjoy the stream, would love a like and comment. Hey, I appreciate you, big dog. Leo, always with the support, my friend. Beautiful people joining us. We had some interesting strats just right off the rip. All right, let's go top lane. That is where the GY pressure was coming from. And it looks like it is in. Little YSS garrison in. Not the greatest, but allows for some nice versatility, which is always nice. You can kind of just pump and dump in there. No pun intended if you're under 18, you know what I mean? But it just allows that opportunity for you. They're really going for that first occupation right off the rip. And we'll see. Yeah, look at it, topping it up, boys. They topping it up. Let's zoom out. Let's see how these marches are looking. Altars 2 and 2. So Beer was able to pull this back, flip this. We are about 6 minutes from first arc, so plenty of time to get some nice pushes in. Oh, they left the garrison. No garrison. Ooh, ooh. But Beer are pushing, positioning themselves very nicely so that people aren't just actively running straight to the altar right off the rip, which is always a good strat. You position yourself in between the altar and the obelisk. And so all the fighting right here, there's no freebies. No freebies. All right, Shrine being fought. Got a little surround action going over here. Are they gonna get in? Are they getting in? Oh. GYs look so good. Beers look so good. It's all gonna come down to who wants it more. And one is going home and another is progressing forward to battle against one of the teams from the upper bracket. It's gonna drop down. Oh, dude, they had 40 seconds, bro. Oh. Garrison gets popped. Beer pulls it back. Altars looking nice in favor of Beer, holding all four at the second, but none of them have first occupation knocked out yet. Closest one are going to be these three on the bottom. And as we look, it looks like GY just flipped as we zoomed in, just flipped over. And we'll keep our eyes on these two. This one looks pretty secure, to be honest with you. I think GY is going to push pretty hard on this one because it is the closest one to their obelisk, so it makes sense. And they have no garrison in it, so it should be GG easy, you know what I mean? For you. Also, interesting note, GY hasn't popped any skills yet, so saving up. They didn't even use energetic. They didn't use anything, so this first arc could be, we're gonna see how it's gonna go. 3 minutes 40 seconds before the first arc. This is when you're gonna start seeing rotations happening as they begin to reset and set their foundation for those structures to get first occupation. Looks like we're gonna get it here. Looks like we're getting it. So a traditional, after all that, we might actually get a traditional first occupation split. See if you can sneak it. Oh, no. Oh. No, he's not gonna get that in 7 seconds. Is he? Could you imagine if he neutrals this? Okay, he didn't. Good. They got first occupation in on that sky altar. I remember you. No mark coming out on the side of GY16. We have our first skill, our 6. All right. We're pushing hard for these. Let's see what the movement's looking like as they pop the skill. Some go in mid, some go in top lane. That top lane is crucial on this plan. There's a lot more marches definitely coming on the side of GY. Remember you. Red Desert Altar would be awkward with middle. Yeah, the timing is just always really weird, right? Because it's like, I think that's part of the strat too, is when it's so close, it's so awkward. And so you have to make that choice. I think, my personal opinion, right? This isn't make or break or anything, right? I think with all the new skills and movement, oh my God, with 13 seconds, no way, no shot, right? Come on, hold beer. Hold their beer. Oh, bro, no way. No way. Let him get it. Yeah, there we go. Got a first occupation there on the side of beer. And the points look very skewed, and that's just because timings haven't gone off on these altars. But this bottom one is going to get real interesting real quick. I'm going to check this one out first. This one should be safe. Should be safe. What should I say? All right, there we go. First occupation for that. And the last one that we're waiting on is this. 30 seconds. Heraclius, hold the line. It's the last one up. 20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. And then we're full rotating the middle. We got 1 minute before. This is going to get real weird if they drop this with 10 seconds left. Hold the line. Get in. Get in. Hodor for our Game of Thrones nuts. Oh, dude, it's red. Come on. It's so close. Oh, he survives by the skibbies and holds. All right, rotating in middle. What skill did? All right, so we got a skill usage already from beer, and then we had after energetic. So we're gonna see. We got 30 seconds before the first fight for arc begins. We're gonna see what it looks like, fam. All right, no posturing, no weird finessing going on here. All right, we are Gucci. All right, here we go. Battle for Middle Earth. First arc is in. See what skills we're gonna get, if we get any, or if it's just gonna be a straight up brawl. Make sure if y'all are enjoying all the Rise of Kingdoms content, smash that like button, subscribe to our brand new Rise of Kingdoms channel that is dedicated to rock if you want to see more rock content. All right, we're grabbing it, grabbing a little arc action, and Beer grabs it first. Great positioning from the grab as well. Who got it? That CC going brrr, sounding like Cardi B as he runs. Oh my God. Blazing trails out here. Oh no, you ain't catching that, homie. He gone. He gone. With 16K troops, somehow he's still losing troops, even though he wasn't getting hit. GG's. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Dang. He fast. He fast, boy. Oh, let's see if this guy's gonna tile hop. He's gonna tile hop for the win right here. Look at this. Block, get in the tile. Get in the tile, homie. Get in the tile. Yeah. There we go. That's what we like to see. Big brain moves, baby. Big brain moves. You ain't tile hopping no more. Now he's gonna get wrecked. If this March should have just tile hopped anyways, he would have actually been a little bit. So the other thing to understand, and this is the other successful thing, right? The reason tile hopping is so utilized by a lot of fast marches is because a lot of those marches get an extra buff when you are exiting a tile. So even though it wouldn't seem, right? It wouldn't seem like it would help as close to the tile as he was. Getting that initial surge coming out of the tile plus the additional buff would have helped. So that's the reason why knowing your march the way you know it is very, very good, because some marches will get additional bonuses as they're jumping out of the tile. All right, so a fresh one picks it up. GY looking all out of sorts, but I will say this. The occupation game, they did do at least a little bit to mitigate that loss of the first arc. Keep in mind, I don't believe any skills were popped on the side of GY for that first arc, and they are leading in the occupation game right now in points per minute, so it should mitigate this. This first arc worth only 3,000 points. You definitely don't ever want large chunks like that, but if you are able to work on the occupation game, you can lessen that blow. The real benefit for it, and y'all known since I've been in the channel, since I've been casting Osiris League and Grand Prix, the importance of the first arc is controlling the pace of the game. And that's ultimately the biggest thing, right? It's not the points that are going to kill you. It's you being able to control how many arcs you want in a match, right? If you hold it, if you hold and hold and hold, they did add some skills to kind of benefit that a little bit so that there's not, you can kind of finesse a third one if you want to try, if you are even sitting on them. But it becomes a lot tighter, and so it'll be interesting to see if Beer is going to hold this or if they're going to wait. I don't remember precisely if GY was a hardcore mid crew. It's been a hot second, and that will probably dictate what they're going to end up doing. It looks like they're going to sit with the arc for right now and work on occupation game right now. Dude, this would go hard as a Habibi song, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know who I always thought would throw a mean rap game? Yeah. No, it's all good, Leo. Yeah, I know. You can check it out here. I really wish they would fix this graphic so it doesn't look so blurry and we could actually, like, you know what I mean? I brought it up to him. Put the skills on there. But thank you for letting me know, Leo. Yeah, for sure. The one thing I wish they would add is little pop-up, like, You know how on websites you have the little I button where you can click and it will tell you what it is? I really wish they would do that on the skills. Because sometimes like we'll say percentages and maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. But just to double confirm it, where you could click on the skills on the bar and then it just tells you 30%, blah, 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 blah. Like in small text just right above it. But that's like a tooltip, like just a quick little tooltip. All right, let me see. Desert Altar. Let's look at the points per minute. Cutting it down. It's only 700 now. Let's look at the scores. Occupation. It not unthinkable. GY is in the lead there. We do have occupation or provisioning going on as well, and then nothing out of the ordinary going on that front. I'm looking at provisioners right now off the side of GY. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9, 10. Okay, so 10 provisioners for the side of GY. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like 4 or 5. So probably double the provisioners for the side of GY. Going right now. All right, as GY's approaching the beer desert altar, coming in hot. Coming in hot. I didn't even finish my statement. You know who I thought would go like, can you imagine if Oppo just spit some bars, bro? I feel like Oppo would be like mint kisses. He has his Clio outfit now. Can you imagine? He would go hard in that Clio outfit. You know what I mean? His little music video. He wanted to challenge me to a costume contest. Brother, he's not on this level yet, right? He's getting better. He's getting better. Don't for facts, right? Like, but y'all know, if y'all been here long enough, y'all know who runs the hat and costume game in Rise of Kingdoms. I put the crown on my head. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, we went to Universal Studio and I had to get me a new one. Yoshi, who the real king is. You know what I mean? Woo! He ain't ready for that smoke. He ain't ready for that smoke yet. If you're new to the community, you might not know, but now you do. Now you do. My collection has only grown. All right, this song isn't a vibe right now. Give me 1 second. All right. And it looks like nice little lead coming in on the side of beer. Is that from provisions? No. Where is that coming from? Occupation. They must have just lost. Yeah, because their occupation dipped pretty hard right there. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to turn that stuff off. I need to turn the bot off. Sorry about that if you're in Discord. It drives me nuts that thing is 40 minutes late. So I'm going to work on a new bot and figure out which one we can get for notifications. And then we'll go from there. I usually like Mi 6, but for some weird reason with new channels, the notification for live streams is very delayed. And so it gets kind of annoying, but it is what it is. LC and Garrison. Ooh, ooh. All right, let me see. Going in here. I have the... So as of right now, GT is losing, but they have the arc. So they're down by 1.5 and they're holding the arc. So that's how that match is looking right now. Let me see how we're looking here. All right, beer pushing in. Okay, so they decided to focus marches. I actually don't dislike this right here. And then kind of have them sweep in, and then you clear these guys out. Once you clear the wave out, then you approach it. The only downside of this is if your marches go yellow, you're cooked anyways. I do like what GY is doing. They're just literally just running around. Beer is promising so far in this match. Yeah, it's looking good. It's going to be tight. It's going to be a tight one. I think what's going to be very noticeable is the second arc will make or break this match. I think if you're beer, getting that second one is going to be huge, but you also understand, right, that there's so many skills that GY could be setting up to use for the next. So it's very interesting that neither one of them pop skills for the first arc, because now they're all going to get popped for the second one. And it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top, because it looked very evident that Beer was winning that mid fight with no skills. But we should have full skill bars for sure. After not popping that, the arc just gets capped. So now Beer is up by 2.2k as we lead into the second arc. Let's look at what our occupation's looking like. Oh, the neutral game is strong. It's strong right now. Look at all this, just neutral, 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 all over the place. Wild, 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 wild. 6 seconds, this will get ticked, this will get ticked, so it should level out a little bit, or not. There it is. Okay, just a little delay. Just a little delay, but three altars in favor right now for Beer, but just aren't ticking for score right now. So the neutral game is very, very strong right now, and sometimes neutralizing stuff is just as powerful as capping, right? That lead, you're just going to see grow and grow and grow until it starts ticking over. We're probably holding until they have the full skill bar. Yeah. And that's the thing, though. Both teams should have full skill bars, because you're coming in with that understanding when you're looking at the stuff that they haven't popped very much. So you know that it's coming out with a full hammer, full mamma jamma out there. It's just a matter of which ones they're going to use. Because, you know, you got to kind of be a little, you didn't pop energetic. You know what I mean? So it's a little worrisome. We'll double check and make sure they haven't. I'm pretty sure Beer is the only one that's pop energetic. But just look at this, right? Normally by the second arc, there's so many skills that have been popped. Right now, that's it. Only 5 skills. That's it. So this next one is going to be a full 10 from both sides for sure. So I'm interested to see which 10 they're going to pull. If we're going to see some sort of sneaky play, not sneaky, the skill, just trying to utilize skills, or, you know, this is when the iffy stuff comes in. When you start seeing TPs into obelisks and timings, and like it could get weird, or it could get just straight up. We're gonna find out though. Might be holding so they get more players teleported at obelisk for shorter march times. True too. True too. Very, very true. By the second, like Justin was bringing up, usually the first arc is the most awkward one, because you have people rotating from all 3 lanes, right? There's a nice chunk that are still in home base, and then you have 2 on obelisk rotating. By the time the second one comes in, you'll probably have maybe 2 still sitting in the back, and then everybody else is pretty much in their obelisk. Which is why those plays for the obelisk usually happen between 1 and 2, right before that's going to happen, right? Or before the first arc. Because once these guys TP in, there really is no benefit to taking the obelisk. There's no place. Beer popping energetic right now. And so that's kind of the play that you're going to see. If you are going to see it, it would happen either before first arc or in between the first and the second before everyone's TP'd in. Because once they TP in, it's kind of a chalk play. You're not really going to see it. There's no room really to TP anyways. All right, let's see if we're going to take down this little garrison. Brother, she's so, oh my God. Let's Gecko Gaming fam. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Dang. It's kicking it old school here, fam. I miss my homie. What's crazy is there's a generation of rock players that will never know who he was. That's wild to me. The old guard knows. The old guard knows. That's all we need. All right, let me see. All right, so it looks like we leveled off some structures right there. 410, 590, beer still holding the lead, but we're waiting for these altars to tick over. And a rotation towards mid is going to happen. Vu, thank you so much for the, I didn't even notice this notification. Vu, thank you so much for the sub on the channel, my friend. Thank you, bud. Welcome to the Burrito gang. How's mid looking? Nobody's there, brother. It's a ghost town. It's a ghost town right now. Keep in mind, they did use energetic on the side of beer, so that's already 2 out of a possible, what? Full bar is what, 10? If I remember correctly. So they're coming in a little bit lighter, but hopefully by the time they do it, it will reset everything. Red is a bit faster, but I will say this. Back in the day, right? Everybody was in mid by like 4.5 minutes. I feel like because of the change in dynamics of marches and speed and all these kinds of benefits that you can speed up your marches, you're starting to see more pushes that are happening at like around the 2-minute mark, 2:15 mark, because you still have plenty of time to sit in middle and not stare at each other. And so people or teams are getting more optimized with how they are approaching middle, as opposed to going in there at 4.5 minutes to sit there. They're going in at 2 minutes and then they're ready to brawl in 15 seconds. You know what I mean? So I would say that. But it does look like it is, ooh, beer doing something a little different. Okay, I like it. Okay, they're pushing from both sides. I feel like this is a play. This is a play right here. Let me see. Is it not? I was thinking they were going to port or sneaky tactic right there in the corner. Beer with dust up coming in. Okay. Pushing from both sides. GY, let's see if they're going to pick this up. GY pushing on the outside. Interesting that they're pushing for the altar though, and not the Shrine of War. I kind of wish this ball was pushing this way to the shrine more than the altar, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. That is a big ball though that is separating out. Oh bro, no way they're coming back, right? Desert Storm coming out on the side of beer. This is some great usage of skills right here. The wait for it. I don't know why these marches from GY are running into the AoE, but hey, to each their own. All right, now you should see beer pushing in. Sneaky tactics from the side of GY for this ball right here. Is this the obelisk play? Beer's reading it. Beer is reading it. They are. They learned. They learned. I kind of want to see the mid. What is this split though? Oh, dude, these guys are fast. See, they called it off. They instantly saw the marches running. It might just be too late though. Time warp from GY. For what skill though? For what skill? Cactus has pulled the arc. Oh, brother, oh. No mark. Okay. I want to zoom out. I still feel like that's a I think that's a waste. They should have just held on to it and used it. Oh no. They used all those, dude, that felt so awkward. They used no mark again and we're getting wrecked. They went full building game. 871 to 360, and that's okay, to be honest with you. As long as beer can hold this arc, they'll do what it, that's already 3.5K right there. And then they're Gucci. Interesting play. You could see that the play was all right. Obelisk play on the side of GY. The issue is there's no support, so they're just going to swarm this. And with LC, this is going to go down very quick. GG beer. Well played, old the beer. A little Attila Garrison never hurts. See, this would normally hurt if it wasn't for every single account being a massive account. 26 seconds, that, and when you look at it, right, we'll stay here for a second. I don't think Attila's going to hold for 20 seconds with no reinforcements. It was close. But even then, right, let's click. Show me the TP spots, fam. I want to see the zone. The zone is pretty tight. They wouldn't have. Maybe one gets in there, maybe, and that's it. That's why those plays, I always say, should be either before arc 1 or in between arc 1 and 2. That sneaky should have been done before they started engaging in the middle, because what would have happened is it would have pulled some people from the middle to go to the outside. Instead, because they were already fighting in middle, there's no point in pulling out at that point because you're already engaged in battle, and the slow effects and all those kinds of deals, you would never have made it out anyways. So it's about awkward timing with sneaky tactics. If you don't time it right, it's a waste, right? In that case, it was a waste, right? Because the timing that they did was after the engagements began, and it should have been before. Before the Desert Storm, they should have done it. Or around that time. Maybe not right before, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. GY with the double on both arcs, yeah. Stocking up. All right, so now we have the skill coming out. Stocking up again. We're gonna be resting up on that, on the provision game. They're gonna need it. They're gonna need it. We already got 1.1, but they are down by 4.2K. Oh, okay. And beer insta caps. They said, hold our beer. We're gonna run it up on you again. We saw you blew your load on all your skills, and now guess what? Let's run it again. Let's run it again, because you're not gonna pop. You're not popping time warp. You can't pop all these six bar skills anymore. Let's run it back. Run it back for 4,000. They doubled down. That was a very smart play knowing full well that they've been dominating mid against GY. GY just wasted all their skills. There's no reason to sit on it. It's all going to come down to this. 6 minutes, couple of more. This will be the last arc for this match. So if GY has any hope of success, they are going to have to win this next arc. If not, it's GG's and Beer is moving on. The skill usage has been the number one thing I would say that has been the difference between the two. It just feels like GY is a little out of sync with the timing of their skills. Also, the split off is very, very confusing because when they split off, they're splitting off for structures that aren't make or break structures, right? They're not helping the people in mid, right? That's why I was saying I was surprised they didn't go to the Shrine of War instead of to the Desert Altar. Because that probably wouldn't have been a better play, right? Especially if you're going to back off, right? They didn't even go to the obelisk. If you back off, at least you're backing off and then you can zero out the Shrine of War. You know what I mean? There was an objective there, a secondary that you could have done. Taking the altar, yes, would have hurt for points per minute, but the buff, like the buff from the Shrine of War would have been more beneficial for the people fighting in mid. All right, here we go. Let's see if Beer can hold on. Looks like they will, though. A lot of red marches out here for GY. And as you see, this is that awkward timing that we're talking about. I probably would have just zeroed my marches out. I get why they're so close anyways, but it's that awkward time of whether you refresh or whether you don't. My personal opinion is you got 5 minutes. Don't refresh. Just let your dead march. The fastest march in Rise of Kingdoms is a dead march. So use that. And Beer holds. Very nice. Let's look at that points per minute. 410 to 590. So 180 in favor of GY right now, which they desperately need if they want to kind of reel in that points per minute. And the deficit that is currently right now at 3.2. Sorry, math is hard. 3.2. So they have lowered it a little slightly. We are seeing Beer starting to approach the swarm. It looks like this altar might flip if they can't get in. If they can't get in. Hera's holding on for dear life, brother. Whew. If y'all are enjoying the match, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share the stream out with a friend. We greatly appreciate y'all, fam. Hera's still holding on. I don't know why they're pulling their marches, dude. Oh no, we're gonna stay here. Are they gonna lose it because of this? They're putting a lot of trust that this garrison's gonna hold up. Dude, if it... Oh, okay, held out. Whoo! That would have been like tragic if that would have died and everybody was running away. All right, dust up coming out on the side of Beer. It's full send in the middle now. Full send to middle. We still have some provisioners that are coming. They're working their way right now. Oh, buddy. Oh, they're coming to kill off their marches. Smart play. Instead of running all the way back. There you go. The fastest march is a dead march. All right. First one's there. RGY once again, but their murder ball looks way bigger this time. Way bigger. Bigger than usual. I don't know if they're gonna split up this time. I really hope not. We still have 2 skills that have not been used from both sides. So let's see if they're been holding out. Been holding out on us, fam. All right, both teams gathering together in middle. Points per minute, 445.30. So Beer did take back the advantage in that. They're up by 90 points per minute. This Ultra is going to tick over, and then GY will take that advantage back. And everything is... Or Beer is going to take it? Question mark. My bad. My eyes are broken. That was blue, not red. And here we go. 30 seconds to the final arc. This will decide who's going home and who's moving on. Beer already popping their skill, or one of their skills, as GY tucks in nice and they're either tucking somebody to bed or they're gonna get tucked. It's gonna be one of the two. All right, here we go. All right, seeing a lot of Beer going out. Oh, here it goes. GY going out. Let's zoom out and see what colors we're seeing. It's a mixed bag right now of emotions. Lot of Beer going out right now. Oh, follow. Oh my God. Okay. Sneaky tactics from GY. Once again, they're testing their limit. They're popping it in middle this time. Once again, very interesting timing, but oh my God. Oh. Oh. It went fully blue. That escalated quickly. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Beer said, hold their beer. We are not letting this match go. It's all going to come down to provisions now. That arc is going to be worth 4,000 points on top of the what's about to be 2,000 point lead that they currently have. So GY is going to have to pull some magic stuff out of their rabbit hat. Right, took the arc carrier down. Run, CC, run! Use the tile! Use the tile! What are you doing? You just hop on the tile, hop out. Hop on the tile, hop out. Yeah, use that tile, boy. Yeah. And tile hop, boop, boop, and then hit him. Oh, man, he dipped. He's reading it. This CC, look, they're all leaving him. Who picked it up? The OC. You see the speed though? Even though CC's already fast, that jumping out is huge. You run away. They'll walk off and then boop, there he goes. Guy's playing it pretty smart, I'm not gonna lie. He's slowing them down for, I assume, a red push that's coming through. Yeah, there it is. There it is. He's doing his job. Run, Forrest, run! Oh, they're going for it. They're swinging for the fences. Can the CC slow him down? He did it. He did it. Let's go. Run, CC, run. No, don't. If he can pick it up, GG's. If he can pick it up, that's enough time. Oh. He missed it by like 2 seconds. That would have been a goated play right there. But that did free up a lot of time. Here it comes. This is going to take a hot second. This is not over, ladies and gentlemen. This is not over. GY can pick this up and run this if they are going to be doing this. They also can muck it up. They got 10 minutes, fam. 10 minutes of non-stop running. As long as they keep sending here. Let's look at what the points per minute are. 490. So they are holding the points per minute lead as well. GY taking it, Leo? That's your call? I don't know. I don't know. It makes me a little worried. I wish they had some skills. Energetic coming out for beer. It would have been optimal to have some skills right here on the side. On the side of GY. If it's me, to be honest, these are the kinds of plays and calls that as a leader, right, that you plan for. Right? What happens if this happens, right? This is one of a very typical scenario. Look at this, GY's running it back. Typical scenario that it happens quite a bit, right? Do you focus on just picking up the arc? Do you focus on just killing the marches? Like in this situation, what is your strategy, right? My personal opinion is I always focus on marches first, then the arc, because the duration, how long it takes for the marches to march all the way back is a lot longer than 10 seconds, right? Ideally, you don't want this to happen, right? Where they're picking it up and then dragging it across, right? Because they do have garrison here, right? And they are doing what they need to do, but they're going to run out of marches here soon enough. See what I mean? They're going to need to hold for at least 20, 30 more seconds. An ideal, like all the skill usage in the world would have helped. But see, they focus down their marches. So it's kind of a tough one, man. You gotta play devil's advocate on that one all the time. Like, do we focus on marches? Do we focus on the arc? More often than not, the successful ones that I've noticed and casted over focus on the marches first, solely because of the reasons why I was saying. Right. If you're constantly picking up arc and dropping and picking up and dropping and picking up and dropping, you're actually making it easier for the enemy to bring their marches because there's more time where the arc is down having to get picked up. Those 10 seconds can stack up and give the enemy more time. So letting the enemy run the arc a little bit isn't that bad, right? If you are able to kill the marches. What you don't want to happen is they pick it up, they die. 10 seconds, you pick it up, you die. 10 seconds, they pick it up, you die. Because then that's a minute worth of wasted time. And so that's the main thing that I've always said. Might do the job now. We're going to see. They're going to cap this arc though. And they did cap it. That's the last arc. They are down 5K score. Do they have it in them, chat? Wait, when did they pop to the death? Was that in the middle? I didn't even pay attention to that, chat. Sneaky tactics to the death. 13. I think that was in the mid, right? I just missed it. I was too enamored with what was going on. You could have fooled me. 260, 280 points per minute. The neutral game. Yeah, exciting finish. The neutral game will be strong with 6 minutes left. The thing that I will say is that beer is very, very good at last end game type scenarios with sending out provisioners, late game. Like, you'll see either one of two things happen with teams, right? They either do this where they send nonstop, right? Just everybody sends one march out to provision, right? Or what you will see is you will see teams that will keep their base. They will neutralize all the buildings because right now, look at the structures. Look at the colors on the map. Blue, 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 blue. Everything is blue. Even if it's not ticking points for them, it's not ticking points for GY, which makes their climb up even harder, right? That's why it's like a give and take. If you are going to provision like that, you need to make sure that you garrison it at minimum your altars. You can't afford to lose those. Those are the highest scoring structures. And You just can't afford that. If you lose your shrines, so be it, right? But if you're going to dedicate to provisioning, you need to solidify your altars, because once you start losing your altars and you have that many provisioning, it's going to be tough, because you got like 6-7 minutes of constant tick, 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 tick. And it's going to be a tough one. And just like that, beer just pulls it off. Let's see. Even if GY takes this back, it's still 2 minutes of no points with 4.5 minutes left, right? So at maximum, GY is getting 2 extra minutes of points, of ticks, and that's it. That's why it's so crucial to not lose your altar specifically in the last like 5-6 minutes, because then the back and forth just basically makes it you're scoring 0 points. All right, they did do a little obelisk play here. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, though. They're going for that other altar, though. They neutral both of these altars, fam. It's GG's. They neutral both of these altars for the remaining time. It's GG's. They have to hold this altar for them to have a shot. Dragon Lancer, we saw it, chat. I know we saw it. Dragon Lancer, baby. Yeah, makes a Grand Prix. Let's freaking go. I know y'all saw it. If you know, you know. If you're a longtime sub of the community, you already know Dragon Lancer holds a special place in my heart. All right, they're down by 7,000 right now. Let's see, are they starting to pull in? They are. Oh, never mind. They are not. 3 minutes left. I don't know why you'd come in. It's going to be a tough one. A tough hill to climb. 7K provisions. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. Especially in this day and age, like provisioning is tough. But they have been using stocking up. Could be a thing. Could be a thing. They did do like 8 to 10 marches the entire match, so I don't want it like out of the realm of possibility, but it's going to be tough. See, Justin knows. Justin, Dragon Lancer, Dragon Daddy. That's what we call him in this community. His name is Dragon Daddy. The points per minute is skyrocketing, almost at 8,000. It was at 5. Remember that. 8,000. That would mean they would have to score 11,000 in provisions. Yeah, no. Sorry, fam. If that happens, take me back to season 4. Queue up JD. PTSD. For 1401, if you know, you know. If you don't, it's on the channel. Go check it out. One of the best endings to a match in Osiris League history. Here we go. Final minute and a half. Let's see if they have it in them. GY to bring it back. 9,000 point lead in favor of beer. Oh, God. 31,992. Here we go. We have some friends coming in. 32. A smooth 300. That ain't gonna do it. All right, here we come. 32-3. 32-7, 500. Ooh, we're lacking hard, baby. We're lacking hard. Here it comes. 32-7. I just hope they don't pull a JST and not get the provisioners in. Dude, that would be tragic. That would be tragic. Brother, hop a city, brother. 33-6. 34. Yeah, GG's. No, they don't have enough. That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. 34-7 GG's. Beer takes the dub. Tail of the tape. GY with your MVP. But our tail of the tape speaks volumes here. Beer holding it down. Look at the provision game out of nowhere. What? Look at the provision game. The arc. Oh man, they looked solid. And we thought occupation was going to be way slanted. They were able to bring that back. And yeah, provisions they slightly lost. They kind of lost at everything except for mid, but just not by much, right? That's kind of the way you want to hold it down. Look at the kill differential though. 111 million. Oof. Woo. GG's to both teams. Beer is moving on. And GY is taking that hot, sweet L into next season. Justin, good to see you, Boba. Have a great day. I appreciate you, Justin. I appreciate you, big dog. All right, let's look and see how the other match stacked up real quick. And we lost. We lost. We had no faith. We had no faith in Beer. Oh man, I hate this. How do we see who won between? Wow, GT brought it back. 44K to 34K. Nice dubs. Wow. Okay, so let's look at the bracket real quick now that we know who won and see what we're looking at. All right, Grand Prix. No, it's this one. Let's go in here. So now it's going to be Beer versus GT. I don't know when. 10-6. That is next weekend, next Sunday. And then I assume these are, hold up. Dang, they get a 3-week vacation, bro. Oh? Okay, so next week it is just this match. So we are going to solo matches moving forward. It'll be this one match next week between GT and Beer. Then the winner will play oh, that's trash. Ooh. Ooh, that's bad. Why would they time it like that? They should have just had the winners finals on the 28th or done it the 6th, right? Coming off a loss to instantly have to go back and replay in the championship is wild, bro. That is a huge, like, mental hurdle that a lot of teams, I don't know if they're going to be able to handle that. You know what I mean? They play here, whoever wins moves on. And then you probably are playing, they have to play first. Then the loser drops down and instantly plays after a loss to then see who's coming back the following week for the, or actually the next day for the championship. Whew, that's wild. That's wild, but we're ready for it. We're ready for it. Thank you again, fam, for all the love. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all again for all the love. I hope y'all enjoyed the cast. Do me a huge favor if you haven't already. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want more Rise of Kingdoms content. I am tracking all the engagements and comments and likes and everything. So if y'all want to see more of it, that's how you let me know. But I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day, rest of your night. And Burrito Gang, we'll see y'all on the next one. Alrighty, Bulb out. See y'all soon. Bye.